Hey, before the video starts, I would appreciate it if you could subscribe to the channel. It does a lot for the channel and it shows that you like the content. With that, let's get into it. A little background. Am I the Jerk is one of the largest reading Reddit story channels you may have actually heard of. They have around 835,000 subs, with their TikTok as almost as equally large, which is 100k less with 20 million likes. So he posts on the 25th called "This channel is being deleted and here's why."
This entire channel will probably be deleted in the next few days, and it's not something that's in my control. It's not something that I want to happen. It's just the result of a very depressing situation that I'll try and explain right now. So please do listen to this whole thing so you understand. And before I even get started, please help us share this to Team YouTube via the link down below. So here's what's happening. We are being striked for using music when we have never once used music in any of our videos. Let me repeat that. We have accumulated enough strikes to not only prevent us from uploading on Am I the Genius, but to have...
Am I the Genius is another channel that they have, and instead of doing AITA content or using that subreddit, where they use stories from all different subreddits. So it's basically an all-rounder instead of focusing on just the one.
Both channels terminated because of fake strikes. Strikes that are based on us using music when we have never used music.
And you heard that right. A channel that has never once used music for any of their videos is being terminated and striked for the use of music. At the top of your head, you might think that, all YouTube has to do is do a check if there's actually any music being played, right? Simple enough. And you're right, it is simple enough, but they're still giving him the 3 strikes, which is dumb. And listen to this. I want your opinion on this. This might be considered a hot take, but listen, if someone is being striked for the same thing all on the same day, which leads to termination, right? Wouldn't it be smart to get an actual human to go check it out? Look, I know that may sound impossible, but hopefully they try it out. But in all seriousness, I really hope it works out for them.
Sounds ridiculous even saying it out loud. YouTube's copyright strike system is being weaponized and abused. I have done everything I possibly can to fix this the way that I've been told, but nothing has helped so far. And I didn't want to make this into a video or bring this up because it's kind of like handing a weapon to random trolls in the world, but it's gone to the point where I feel like I have no other options. Apparently, when you go to strike someone on YouTube, there's an option to claim that you are striking them for an original song. And this requires no burden of proof whatsoever. It makes the channel that you're striking guilty until proven innocent. That's the position that we're in right now. And if you have more than 3 strikes, they will delete not only your channel that's being striked, but every channel that you are associated with for, in this case, a fraudulent strike. A fake strike. Once trolls have figured the system out, they've been abusing this to the max. So far, we have received 6 strikes
from... This is the actual stupidest system. YouTube is a $30 billion company, right? You can literally write anything and it's a guilty until proven innocent. But I don't get one thing though. Shouldn't they check it out if music is even being played in the first place and they're just striking him? I'm actually losing brain cells hearing about this system. The way that it should work, in my opinion, is that if music is being played, they should be able to link the video that's playing the music and what it's from with a timestamp, which they can check it out if music is being played at all. And if it is being played and that's copyrighted, they should provide proof that it is copyrighted instead of just striking it. And if there's why is there even a no proof option for giving strikes?
Trolls who in their claim say that we've used their so-called original song when, as you guys know, we have never used music in any video ever in the history of the channels. And do these trolls have to provide any proof whatsoever that this is the case? No. We are on the hook for this until they run out the clock. I know a lot of you guys have been asking, why hasn't Am I the Genius uploaded in almost a month? Well, this is why. And this is also why we have to talk about it on this channel. If any human being were to look at this situation, they could see in about 2 seconds that there is no music on our channel and that all of these strikes are completely fake. Someone is misusing and abusing the copyright system on YouTube. We have no music on our channel. So why did the strikes have to do with music? Because that's one of the options where you don't have to provide any proof. And since we can't get anyone to look at this situation, we are guilty until proven innocent. But in this case, we never get to prove our innocence. So what do I mean by that? As I just said, Am I the Genius hasn't been able to upload for almost a month. Since we don't currently do in-video sponsorships or anything like that, in order to make the listening experience better for you guys, that means that our only way to survive is by putting out videos, and we have been stripped of that. You see, when you get strikes like this, one of the things they take away is your ability to upload at all. And if we can't do that, we have a hard time of surviving because that's what we need to survive, being able to upload videos. And even if this were magically resolved tomorrow, most of you guys probably know that something like this can totally kill a channel both algorithmically, and not to mention, since all of you guys know there are several of us that work on the channel, there's a lot of people counting on this. So here's how everything happened. Originally, we were hit with 3 completely bogus strikes about a month ago. Your first step in a situation like this is to reach out to the person striking you. We did that, and they have never responded to this day. The next step is to file what's called a counter notification. This is technically a legal action, and what it does is give them another 10 business days to respond so that they can prove that they are engaging in a lawsuit with you. Since these strikes are completely fake, they obviously aren't going to do that. They're just going to run out the clock. And keep in mind, this entire time, we still can't upload. So let's say you wait the entire setup time plus the 10 business days, they run out the clock, they don't respond, which is what happened here. Nobody's gonna magically pay you back for missing this entire time of uploading. But at least everything is normal after those 10 business days, right? Well, no, because what happened when these 10 business days ended, on the very first day we got access back to our channel, they just sent another 3 bogus strikes again, locking us out of uploading perpetually, since no one is checking whether these strikes are bogus or not. So you're probably wondering, well, why haven't you hit up YouTube? Believe me, I have tried.
YouTube aren't even checking. I'm wondering this, if your whole job at YouTube is to moderate stuff like this, right? Shouldn't you get at least one human being to go check it out instead of just, putting on the strikes and using an AI? His income is through these videos, which he chooses not to sponsor since he wants the best listening experience for his viewers. But if there's any sponsors here listening, I'm open to in-video sponsors. I love all brands, and I can be persuaded to openly admit it if you catch my drift. So he's getting hit with these strikes. No one at YouTube checking it to see if it's actually true or not. He waits 10 days before he can even upload, which lowers his income since he actually can't post anything new. And they have to divide it since there's multiple people working on this channel. I think there's about 3 different voices. And you probably have an editor and so on and so forth. First day they can post. They get the strikes again. And they have to wait 10 days. If this were to happen back to back after the first day you're able to post, I feel like someone at YouTube should be able to get a notification about it, since they probably could be doing this thing for months on end. And I think that's what actually happened, where he couldn't post for nearly a month.
I was redirected to their support chat bot system, and they told me besides reaching out to the striker, the only thing I could do was send the counter notification and let the 10 business days begin. So I did that. Then, the day that the timer finally ran out, I got hit with 3 more fake strikes. And now for some reason, as of the time of recording this video, they are not accepting our counter notification for the second time, which means that both channels will be deleted in the next few days. And that's why I'm urging anyone who's watching this to please help us out and share our tweet with Team YouTube, which I feel like is our only hope. We've sent in this counter notification several times already, and still it has not been accepted, meaning the 10 business days still haven't started. When I wrote YouTube again about this, they said, "I am very sorry to hear about the recent events that have been affecting the channel. Can I ask if there was any previous ticket number given by our team so that I could have this followed up? If you are not able to find a ticket or reference number, I'll go ahead and raise a ticket for you, but since this is being handled by a different team, I cannot guarantee an immediate response. Rest assured though that I will be monitoring it regardless for you as well." So the ticket number he's referring to is nothing. It's just the chat thing that told me to file a counter notification, but they weren't doing anything. They just told me that I had to file it. But still, I gave him the number regardless, and then As of recording this video, I never heard anything at all again. And to expand a little further on what I said earlier, here is the worst part. It's already been several days since the second fake strikes came through, and we keep on sending the counter notification over and over so we can start the clock in the 10 business days. But as of right now, something is wrong with the system where they are not starting the clock. They aren't acknowledging the counter notification. So unless something changes in the next few days, Am I the Jerk and Am I the Genius are going to be deleted.
And you have a chat box which is actually doing this thing. You need to talk to an actual person if there's a strike problem. This is actually the dumbest thing though. He's getting hit with false strikes. YouTube's like, you know what? Let's make it so that he can't do anything about it if it happens multiple times. And it's because of this stupid system that he's going to get his channel deleted. And he actually can't do anything about it. Someone from a different department at YouTube had to reply to him about the situation that he's having. And he hasn't gotten anything yet. So the YouTube system's working, right? He's contacting YouTube for help on it, for an actual human. And instead of getting an actual person to look at it and seeing the false strikes and, letting him upload, they decide to do nothing. I'm not sure what they do on that side, on like the, YouTube side of it. But it looks simple enough. Look through the video and just give it an all clear. My guess is that it probably should take less than half an hour. And this guy can't post for literal weeks.
We were being patient and waiting through everything like we were supposed to, but now we're at the point where we can't wait any longer. We're suffering from the situation every day that this goes by unresolved, when it's something that would take maybe 60 seconds to remedy, just by a person taking a look and seeing how blatantly false the strikes are. So what is the solution to all of this? I don't know that there is one, but I'm hoping that a few of you guys help us share this video via Twitter to Team YouTube, and that they take a few moments to look at the situation and realize that these false strikes are coming from trolls. I wrote a tweet that explains the whole thing, so please help us share what is going on with YouTube, and if there are any updates, I'll update you guys over there on Twitter. And if this situation ever gets resolved, please also do subscribe to Am I the Genius, because we've basically lost all the momentum we've built up since the channel started, since we haven't been able to upload for so long. So even if we get back to it, we're going to be starting with zero momentum. Honestly, this whole situation has been depressing. You work so long to try and build something that people like, and then there's this system that empowers trolls to completely silence you. In our case, we're lucky that we even have this channel to speak on, because if we didn't, we would be totally silenced, since we can't upload on Am I the Genius. So in the next few days, if you happen to not see this channel around, but you still want to keep listening, you can listen to Am I the Jerk on any of the podcast platforms until we hopefully get this whole thing resolved and get our channel back. And if you want to see any updates, I'll make sure to update you guys over on Twitter whenever we know something at Am I the Jerk as well. Okay, this is an update from the future. Team YouTube responded to my first attempt at trying to explain the situation through a tweet, but it doesn't seem like they read what I said. I already told them that we submitted a counter notification, waited out the entire time, and then they hit us again with another 3 fake strikes. Team YouTube wrote back and said, "We look into misuse of our copyright tools and web forms to prevent abuse. Creators have the option to submit a counter notification, and once that's processed, we investigate for abuse." What? I've already told them I've submitted counter notifications, and they're making it sound like I've never heard of that option before, and they're giving me some advice. I don't think they read what I said, but hopefully they do watch this video.
I swear that the Team YouTube Twitter is an actual AI. Look at this. He's telling about the fake strikes and how he filed a counter notification. Has been waiting 10 days, right? For them to just do it again and for him to wait another 10 days. And YouTube's like, have you checked the counter notification? His tweet was 3 lines. Can't they read 3 lines? So he's like, yeah, we did it. We waited. They did it again. And it's a loop. And YouTube tells her again, have you tried the counter notification? He's done all 3 methods that they gave to him before he even did it. He tells him a 3rd time that at this point he's actually just done. They tell him to ask for a retraction, which is stupid. If he's been doing all this, right, wouldn't he have asked for a retraction in the first place? And they're just waiting for the clock. to make these people at YouTube understand, because obviously it looks like they can't read, he makes a video. Because at least if they can't read, they can maybe listen. The counter notification just doesn't work anymore to where it doesn't get recognized and his channel is getting terminated. It's an abuse of power. I wonder who else abuses the copyright system. At this point, he just can't deal with the AI responses. YouTube thanks him for the info, and they're like, it might take a few days. He doesn't even have a few days because everything's being terminated within like the next 2 days. His next video comes out, and by the time this comes out, his channel might already be gone. In the comments of his newest video, he writes that nothing has been solved yet, and they're gonna keep posting till the channel's gone or terminated, which is just sad. Like, you spent all this time trying to do this, and you become successful. Not a lot of people actually get successful on YouTube, but he does it with his team, and he basically pioneers it. And now he's just gone. But luckily, I was checking one more time before recording to see if anything will appear, and it did. YouTube said that they checked it out and they find out that the claims are invalid. Looks like they can listen. And that they're going to reinstate the videos that were claimed due to the copyright system, and that they're going to get rid of the strikes. And you want to know the best part? He wants to take legal action against these people. And hopefully it works out for him, because this channel is his livelihood of multiple people. You don't just try to get rid of someone's livelihood for no reason. The actions that you take against someone and that harms them, you should face the consequences. But that's just me. That's about it. If there's any sort of update, I'll make a video maybe.